Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we have some very good news straight from the United States Social Security Administration, news that will bring joy to millions of beneficiaries across the country. The month that many have been waiting for has finally arrived, and with it, the United States federal government begins to distribute additional money for those who depend on Social Security. So, stay with us until the end of the video to find out all the important details from Washington. This announcement will undoubtedly be a great relief for more than 70 million Americans who depend on this support. Before we start, I ask for your support by subscribing to the channel. I would really like you to share it with your friends and family as well. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. With the arrival of November, the additional payments that the federal government promised to Social Security beneficiaries are finally beginning to be distributed. Since November 1st, these additional checks have begun to be sent to millions of people across the country. These payments represent crucial financial relief for many families, especially in a year marked by economic hardship and persistent inflation that continues to affect citizens' pockets. Social Security is one of the nation's most important programs, benefiting millions of people through retirement, disability, and other essential benefits. These payments are a well-deserved reward for people who have worked their entire lives, contributing their taxes, and making this nation great. This money is not a gift, it is a right earned through years of effort and contribution to the U.S. economy. The arrival of November and the distribution of additional checks today, November 1st, marks the start of a series of crucial payments that will benefit millions of people. Throughout the month, Social Security will send checks that could include up to $873 extra, depending on each beneficiary's circumstances. This means great relief for many seniors, people with disabilities, and those who depend on this income to cover their basic needs. What makes this month so highly anticipated is the arrival of these extra funds, which were announced as part of an effort to offset the effects of inflation. The economic situation has been difficult for many, with prices continuing to rise, especially affecting those on fixed incomes such as Social Security recipients. This additional help comes at a critical time, when the costs of essential goods and services continue to rise. Who are the beneficiaries and how will payments be made? Today is an important day for several groups of Social Security beneficiaries. People who began receiving their payments before May 1997 and Supplemental Security Income, SSI, beneficiaries will receive their payments on November 1st. For those who are not familiar, SSI is a program that provides assistance to people with very low or no income, including people with disabilities who are unable to work. SSI is vital to ensuring that these individuals can meet their basic needs. This month, the maximum payment for SSI recipients will be $943, an increase intended to ease the costs of daily living. However, as usual, these payments are made on the first day of the month, unless that day falls on a weekend or holiday. In those cases, payments are advanced to the previous business day, ensuring that recipients receive their money on time. In addition to SSI payments, retirees who began receiving benefits before May 1997 will also receive their checks today. The amounts vary depending on each individual's work history and the age at which they decided to begin receiving their benefits. For many of these retirees, this check can reach a maximum of $873, provided they meet the eligibility requirements and other criteria established by Social Security. Just as for American workers and taxpayers, this extra money is a fair recognition for those who have worked hard throughout their lives. They have contributed with their taxes, helping to build and sustain the U.S. economy. These people are not asking for a favor, they are simply receiving what they were promised, a dignified retirement that allows them to live in financial security. Often, in the midst of an economic crisis, it is difficult to make ends meet. That is why these additional checks are essential for recipients to cover their expenses. The economic situation and the importance of these checks in a context of rampant inflation and economic problems that the government and the Federal Reserve have yet to fully resolve, these additional checks are more important than ever. Prices continue to rise, and unfortunately, the incomes of Social Security recipients have not been able to keep up with the cost of living. The economic hardship is hitting the middle class hard, and especially those who rely on steady payments like those provided by Social Security. For millions of people, this money isn't just a bonus, it's a lifeline that helps them meet everyday expenses. Seniors, the disabled, and those receiving SSI use these funds to pay rent, buy food, cover medications, and more. When the costs of essential goods go up, Social Security checks are what keep them going. Important dates on the Social Security payment calendar in November. November 1st is just the beginning of a series of payments that will be made throughout the month. It is important for recipients to be aware of the dates so they know exactly when they will receive their money. Here is the detailed schedule for this month. 1. November 1st, payments are made to SSI recipients and retirees who began receiving benefits before May 1997.2. November 3rd, payments begin to be issued to disabled people who recently applied for benefits. 3. Second Wednesday in November, on this day, Social Security will pay benefits to retirees born between the 1st and 10th of the month, as long as they requested their payments after May 1997.4. Third Wednesday in November, beneficiaries born between the 11th and the 20th will receive their payments on this day. 5. Fourth Wednesday of November, payments will be given to people born between the 21st and the 31st. It is essential that beneficiaries know these dates so as not to miss any payments. The Social Security Administration has worked to ensure that these checks arrive on time and without delays, especially in a month as crucial as November. Options to increase the amount of checks. In addition to these scheduled payments, some beneficiaries may have the opportunity to increase the amount of their checks. Depending on certain criteria, such as work history and retirement age, there are ways to optimize benefits. For example, those who wait longer to start receiving their payments may get a higher monthly amount. However, it is crucial to be well informed about these options in order to maximize income. That's why it's important to always stay up to date with Social Security updates. Sometimes, people don't receive all the money they're entitled to simply because they're not aware of the opportunities and programs available. If you're a recipient of SSI or Social Security Disability Insurance (SSDI), make sure you do your research and understand all of the options you might have. The Social Security Administration and its recent efforts. The Social Security Administration has been working hard to ensure that beneficiaries receive the support they need. They have recently implemented improvements to their systems to make sure payments are made efficiently. Additionally, they have confirmed that some disability benefits will also be eligible for new payments this month. This is especially important for those who rely on Social Security to cover their daily needs. Starting in November, SSDI beneficiaries will begin receiving their payments based on their date of birth. This means that disabled people who applied for benefits before May 1997 will receive their money on November 1st. Those who applied after that date will receive their payments on the scheduled dates we already mentioned. The fundamental role of Social Security in difficult times. Social Security plays a crucial role in the lives of millions of Americans. In times of economic crisis, when inflation and living costs are on the rise, these benefits provide essential financial relief. For many, it is the difference between being able to pay rent and food or facing extreme hardship. As prices continue to rise, Social Security support is more vital than ever. Benefits like SSI and SSDI ensure that the most vulnerable people in society can live a decent life. These people have contributed to the economy for years and deserve a safe and secure retirement. That's why it's essential that we all be informed and know our rights and the options available to optimize our benefits. Important information for beneficiaries, for those who depend